give them our attention, and that in everything we do, you'll be glorified tonight. In your precious name, amen. There's a poem that says this: follow your dreams. And I guess this is to the graduates, is that right? It says, if while pursuing, we're playing with balloons for a little while. If while pursuing your distant dreams, your bright hopes turn to gray, don't wait for reassuring words or hands to lead the way. For seldom will you find a soul with dreams the same as yours. Not often will another help you pass through untried doors. If inner forces urge you to take a course unknown, be ready to go all the way, yes, all the way alone. That's not to say you shouldn't draw lessons from the best. Just don't depend on lauding words to spur you on your quest. Find confidence within your heart and let it be your guide. Strive ever harder towards your dreams and they won't be denied. And of course, that is always with the Lord first in your heart. And you guys have exemplified that in so many of those skills. So we appreciate that.
Jenny was up on the hill study, so I was out at the bottom going to get it all on film. And I was playing with the Zoom, so it came in and out. Boy, I got her on there real good. She's coming right up there. Pretty soon I just hear her yell, and I didn't even notice, but the Zoom looked like she's about 30 feet away. And she just ran right away.
And down the hallway with their arms out like it looked like Hercules.
No.
So she kind of got a nickname, Hercules, which was shortened up to Herc, So I guess we kind of nicknamed most of the kids, and that was just a nickname we ended up giving her.
While he was getting gas, my little niece wet her pants in the front seat of his car. And so he told her to go into the bathroom and, clean up or whatever.
I took her into the bathroom. It was up here at this Exxon station on the freeway, off the freeway in 4th. It's a fast food train.
And so we took her into the bathroom anyway, and in this process, she was just, bawling. She was just crying really hard. And so, he went up to pay his gas, and he paid with a credit card, I think, anyway. Well, in this process, they had taken his license plate. So, in the middle of the night...
Here I've got Alabama license plates on the car seat.
So, in the middle of the night, the door, they knock on the door. This is when we lived clear out of town. 15 miles out of town, out in the middle of, out in the country, and there's hardly anybody around. They get a knock on the door, and they open the door, and here stands this police at the door. And out from everywhere, out from bushes and cars and everything, all these police pop out. They thought that my daddy kidnapped my little niece, and so they had to get my little niece up out of bed, and then asked her who he was, and convinced him that he was her grandpa. So anyway, it was kind of funny.
But I slept through it all.
Oh.
I got home, went to bed. I'd been out on the road all week long. I was asleep when they came. I didn't know anything about them until the next morning. Marie didn't even wake me up and tell me until the next morning. She said, "Do you know what happened last night?" And I wanted to go back and tell that gal that I appreciated what she had done, really, even though it caused us a little bit of trouble, that she was that concerned. But she told my granddaughter to stay in the bathroom. I went out to sort of clean up, the mess. And when I came back in, my granddaughter was still in the bathroom, and I went and knocked on the door and asked her if she was done. Yeah. And this woman I noticed was all nervous, and I heard her say, "This dumb phone won't work, this dumb phone won't work," and she's trying to call the police all the time. But she told my granddaughter to stay in there, don't you come out.
Well, I have a funny one for me. Okay, sorry. One Saturday night, I decided to take my two nieces to the mall. And I didn't realize what time the mall was closed, and at this time I wasn't driving, and so somebody had to take me there. And so we just got there, and it was about 5 o'clock, a little after 5. Well, I didn't know the mall closed at 6, so here we're going through the mall, and it says we'll be closing in half an hour. I'm like, great. Nobody's home. I think they were bowling, so I had to go to the payphone, and I couldn't get a hold of anyone. Finally, I got a hold of called down to Coeur and got a hold of somebody, and they said, well, we'll send somebody up there to pick you up. So the mall had closed, and so I talked to the security guard, and he let me stand in between the two doors at the front. And so here I'm standing there, and this truck pulls up. and it's kind of dark outside. And this guy gets out of his truck. I've never seen the truck. I've never seen this guy. And he comes up to the glass and goes, "Are you Donna?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I've come to pick you up." I'm like, "Yeah, right, buddy." And so he goes, "Well, your mom told me to come pick you up, and I'm Pauline's son, which is friends with my parents." I'm like, "I'm not going with you. You know, here I had these two little girls with me." So finally he said, "Fine." So he drove out. Come to find out he was my parents' son, my parents' friend's son. I felt so bad. I felt way stupid, but
And we had to come get you.
yeah, and somebody ended up coming to get me.
See, she's shy and quiet, so, if you have a chance to get to know her, you can do that tonight. Parkers. Hey guys, can you ditch the balloons, please, Mike?
I grew up in a highly charismatic Pentecostal church, and my dad was holding Brian at the time. He was bouncing through music and stuff like this. And that particular time, Brian was having a little bit of problem. And all of a sudden, there was this nice yellow ooze coming all over my dad's lap and running down his leg. And my dad's just sitting there with a nice straight look on his face, kind of looking over at Kathy and saying, well, that's about one of the funniest things I ever heard.
Yellow ooze.
A little while back, my parents and I used to live upstairs, and my parents' room was right across the street from mine. And one night, it was real late, and my dad must have taken a wrong turn, because he headed into my room and pushed me towards the end of my bed, and asleep in my bed. And kicked me towards the end, so I'm rolled up in a ball at the end of the bed.
One kick you out by the end of summer.
So I'm laying there shivering, I'm cold, I'm wondering what I should do. So I wake him up, he's snoring, he's asleep. And so finally I woke him up and I said, "Dad, you're in my bed." He got up and left. If you ask him, he'll deny it though.
Never did it. Never did it.
Ever since I met Kristen Kaufman, really came up in second grade, and I was just having like problems with Brian is just very much a brother.
Beautiful. Now we got a wide shot of the whole table. That's gonna come. Here is the Senior Wall of Fame. Ooh, it's going to be different. We're going to make sure it's not too dark this time.
I know I thought about that.
Brian's fans are too big. Jason.
Good job. If you guys have a chance to come back and do something right before we eat, let's take a minute. We're going to do this down there. We got kind of scattered. I think it'd be really appropriate for us to pray for our graduates tonight, right before we eat, and to kind of pray a prayer of, I guess, a blessing of sort, just to your future, the things that they have coming their way. And I'd like some of you guys to lead out in prayer for the graduates. And so So let's stand quietly, bow our heads. If you'd like to lead out in prayer, before we do that, and I'll close the prayer.
Dear God, thanks for these graduates and thanks for all the help that they've done for you through everything that they've been in their lives. And I just pray that you'll bless each one of them as they go off into their new worlds and they start new and different things. Keep them challenged and just guide their footsteps in what you do for them. In your precious name.
Lord, they have all kinds of choices that they've made or in the process of making, a lot of choices they're going to make in the future. And Lord, I ask that in the midst of all the things that life brings them, that they'll be able to keep you in focus and you at the center point of their lives, so that the decisions they make are ones that come back to the fact that they have a relationship with you, and that influences their decision. And that they'll be able to live for you in whatever their occupation, and to show you in their lives as they have decisions to make in regards to school and future spouses and job, career things that are just going to set a lot of things in motion for their lives. And thank you for the opportunity we've had at this level to get to know them and the impact that they've had on our lives, each individual. And we want to thank you for this opportunity tonight. We want to thank you for this food and all the energy that's put into this event. And we ask these things in your precious name. Amen. Like all.
You gotta send somebody else. Hey guys, hold on. This side needs to move over. This side needs to move over. You guys move over. You guys need to move over. Move over. Guys, come over this way. Up here, Josh.
Jake, got it! Jake!
I don't know. We can try again.
Okay, I'll try again. Get back there, Jake.
Okay, try again. Okay, you guys need to move this way. Move this way. So we don't fall on the same pavement. Okay, you guys need to move that way a little bit. Okay, you ready? Here comes Josh.
Right here, Josh.
Here it comes.
Over, Josh.
Hey, Hal.
It's over! Double hits counts on girls.
On girls, I don't think I like that. That's lowering our standards.
You can make it. There it is. Help it. Help it in.
No problem. No problem.
I know you will. Heads up.
Here's CJ. He should be able to do it.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
Now we are. Is there now?
Whoa! Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
That's really good. The three of us stand there.
I swung air.
Whoa!
Oh. Good job, Jenny.
All right.
Hang in there. Here you go.
Guys, our tape's coming off.
Get that out. Oh.